live in downtown Los Angeles here at the Westin Bonaventure Hotel with the lovely, beautiful, gorgeous Angela Mukul. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with Youth Magazine, StarChatMagazine.
Happy to be here.
Well, absolutely. So, Angela, let's talk about the holiday that just passed, Labor Day. What did you do?
Actually, was working. I have a part-time job serving still.
Okay. So you're a server at a restaurant.
I am.
Nice. Sweet. And September the 8th, you did a show at the House of Blues Voodoo Lounge. Talk about that experience. How is your EP that just released received by the people?
Yeah, it was awesome. That was my first real show after releasing my EP. So it was great. It was really fun to perform, of course, always love performing. And then Bradford Hunter Ray, who is, he sings on one of my tracks on the EP. He joined me on stage to sing that song, which is called Walls. And we also sung our cover of Geez Wake Me Up, which we also have a video for that on YouTube. It's been pretty popular, so
yeah, absolutely.
That was fun.
I had a chance to listen to your music and your album. It was like fantastic.
Thank you.
It's just something about talented people, strikes a chord with me because you guys are working so hard for your dreams and goals, and I'm working so hard for our dreams and goals in terms of the youth and advocating for youth without a voice. So, I want to get into the youth questions first this time around. So what would you like to say to young adults worldwide about the power of forgiveness?
Power of forgiveness, oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Because
it's so powerful. It's really, really vital to your individual happiness as just within.
Right.
Like, when you can forgive and really mean it, it just sets you free. It feels so good. And it's obviously great for the person you forgive too. I think that just opens their eyes to be like, wow, you can forgive me. Like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I think it's for both parties. It's invaluable, but it's really important for your soul.
Exactly, because a lot of us teens don't like to forgive, or it's hard for us to do it, and we don't know what kinds of ways to do that.
Yeah.
So awesome. Now, what would you like to say to teens about managing their depression and anger? Because that's a big topic these days.
Yes.
In this year.
Yes. Well, channeling it towards something. So maybe trying out music. And songwriting. That's definitely a huge way to kind of channel that depression or anger. And
right.
I mean, everyone's going through it. When you're in it, you don't feel like no one knows what I'm going through, you feel alone, like I'm going through this all alone, but really everyone is experiencing that. So if you write a poem about it, or write a song, or anything like that, just speak on it, you'll realize that, wow, it really connects with a lot of people, because everyone has gone through that at some point or another, and we're all doing it together.
Oh, absolutely. We're all doing it together. Now, what initially made you become this wonderful singer-songwriter? What made you want to become a part of this industry?
Singing has always been my passion since I was a baby and could barely even talk. I don't know what I was singing, but I was singing something. So I always had that love, but what really made me decide to be an artist, singer-songwriter as my profession, was when I learned guitar about, I want to say 9 years ago now. My stepdad knew I loved singing, and he's a great blues guitar player.
Nice.
So he's like, let me teach you something. And he taught me like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and I just remembered loving it and learning like 2 chords and writing my first song. And when I realized that I could accompany myself and write songs, that was when it really, I saw that vision of like, I want to do this.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Now you're nominated for an LA Music Award.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that and how fun that is to be nominated for such a acclaimed award.
That's awesome. It was very, very cool. I appreciate it. Just to even have that nomination means a lot, and just keep working hard, and hopefully more to come.
Absolutely. Now, what does it mean to be or have one of the world's greatest women in our history, Gloria Estefan, being an advisor and mentor to you?
It is so awesome. She, on the show, we worked together on the Next. She was just so down to earth, very sweet and helpful, and just very real. And it's awesome to see someone who's won, what is it, at least 7 Grammys or something incredible, went through that huge experience of the crash where she had to work so hard to get back to where she was, just even walk. She's respected by so many, and to have that chance to work with her one-on-one was incredible. Absolutely,
and it's going to make your future albums a success, I think. You know? This one's already, this is a beautiful album. So let's talk a little bit about where you see yourself in 5 years. After this album and after other albums, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Definitely worldwide singer-songwriter, artist.
Absolutely.
I am so happy to have done this first EP. I have so many songs and so many more that I'm sure I will write, and from life, being inspired by life. So I definitely see myself releasing a full-length album, being signed, and just touring, continuing this whole
journey, right?
Yes.
Well, let's give the people what they want. They want to know, if they haven't already heard about the album, let's divulge in a little insight of backstory on this album. So talk a little bit about the title and also the track called Free on this album.
Sure. Well, being my first official EP, I just wanted it to be free. This is my sound, and I just want to put out that feeling of freedom, embody that, and just give people something to enjoy and connect to.
Right.
And so for Free, I remember that specific track. It was when I was in my last semester of college, and I'm so glad. I really enjoyed college, but obviously I was like, please let me, I'm rushing because I want to do my music.
Right.
So I saw the end was inside, and I was like, I want to be free. And I remember writing that sitting in front of homework, and it came out very quickly.
Nice. So how long does this process take in terms of, the whole creative direction process, getting, the features involved, and, how long did it take you to just get 7 songs on an album?
Well, there's been some songs that I'd already written, and some that just came when I was already recording, that sort of thing. For this one in particular, I did do a Kickstarter campaign.
Okay.
And that's what enabled me to really complete it. So
sweet.
It was really awesome to see that support from people that may have never met.
Right.
And that is why I wrote the last song on here. That was one of the rewards.
Sweet.
For one of my very generous backers.
Nice.
So my campaign was funded in May.
Okay.
So it took me June, September, where we are now.
Yeah. Wonderful.
See it all through.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the music video for I'd Rather Be Single, and also this iconic song that you've been promoting. Talk a little bit about this song.
About the song?
Yes, and the music video as well.
Okay. Well, so I feel like it's one of those topics or themes that probably everyone has felt. I went through my first real big breakup, and it was a great relationship. It was great. I got a lot of inspiration from it. But yeah, I kind of wrote that, and where you know it's coming to an end, and you have those sometimes. I'll just kind of get into the video a little bit. I wanted to show like the stages after a breakup, like you're sad, and then you're angry, which is weird, and then you're sad again, and then at the end you're like, okay, this was for the best, and I'm happy.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I wanted to show with the video, and I think it came across
pretty well, I think.
Okay.
Pretty well, I think. Now, what would you like to say to teens worldwide about being in a relationship, and also too, if they happen, you know, what are the pros and cons? Because everybody, you know, has, you know, relationships that are successful, some are not. Also too, explain to them, a lot of teens between the ages of 15 and 18 are probably parents, you know, so discuss a little bit, empower them, give some advice to them about that.
About just
Relationships in general.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely, I think you learn from every relationship. I think it's important to really take those relationships seriously. Don't settle. If you don't match together, that's okay. Like, you have someone out there for you, but don't try to force it. Really, I think the key to a successful relationship is being friends first, and really getting to know someone before get into that relationship, because that's what will sustain you. I mean, you be each other's best friends, and I think that's amazing. Yes. Of course, if it doesn't work out, then yes, that is heartbreaking, but hopefully you can not end up on horrible terms. I mean, if you're friends, I don't think that should happen. I mean, you gotta be mature, and if it's not working out, maybe with school, someone's moving away to go to college. If that's gonna be too hard, don't do it, and don't make each other feel bad about that, and just be mature about it and say, you know, maybe this is not the time.
Exactly. There's always a time and a place, right? So, we were discussing a little bit about Walls. Talk a little bit about that song.
Walls. That song is about, maybe it could be a situation where you don't see each other a lot, or something like that. Like, it went from you guys had this relationship, and then for whatever circumstances, you don't see each other, or you kind of get that disconnect. And it's really hard once you get that disconnect to get it back, and to get it back to where it was. And that's really where that song, the place where it was when that song was written. It's just like, I don't know, I hope I get it back, but we'll see.
Another song on the EP is I Thought You Were Better. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh, my one heartbreak song. I remember playing that the first time. I was like, am I really gonna cry right now? I cannot believe it. I definitely cried. I think when you are in a serious relationship and you see a little, like, oh my goodness, we're gonna break up, or we did break up, and it's kind of like shocking. I never thought that was gonna happen, and I wrote that.
Alright. Now, You Won't Faze Me sounds like, you know, you moved on, or, you know, you just like had enough, and you know, you won't faze me. You're not gonna just like, you know, impede my progress. Is that what that song's really about?
I wrote that song for a friend who was, she was going through a rough time with the breakup, and she's a great dancer, so I put that lyric in there. I just wanted her to, you know, it was really for the best, and I saw her being sad, and I'm gonna give you something to sing and help you get through this, and she is through it, and she's found someone that she's with now who's a great match, and they are happy together. So you just gotta get through it, and that was a little anthem I wrote for her.
I Will Always Sing For You sounds like an awesome song.
Oh.
It's like, because you have a beautiful voice. So, explain this track to us.
That one, it was very inspired when I wrote it. So that was the Kickstarter reward for one of my, his reward was that I would write a song and record it for the EP. So, I just wanted to give a thank you to everyone that supports my music and believes in me. I will always do this. And it's also for my God. I'm very a spiritual person, and I will always, I feel like this is a calling on my life, and sometimes it gets really hard, and like, it's good for me too. I will always do this because I have people, the fans listening, and people that I love, and I'm just going to continue to do it. So,
Absolutely.
That's why I wrote that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what other upcoming appearances, stages you're going to be gracing Los Angeles with, or anywhere for that matter, in terms of promoting your EP?
Yes, definitely. I'm going to, I don't have any set dates right now.
Okay.
They're in the works, but I surely will be performing quite a bit in support of this.
Absolutely.
Currently, I am doing Santa Monica. Well, I just started that, but I want to make that a point every Thursday evening and Saturday morning, daytime. I will be at the Santa Monica Promenade.
Sweet.
Just performing. I'll have my new CDs and getting people to hear it.
Wow, jamming out on the plane.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, why not?
Why not, right?
Let's do it.
That's special right there. That's definitely great. Well, let's keep encouraging and uplifting the youth right now.
Yes.
So, what would you like to say to young adults about staying healthy and keeping in shape? 'Cause I think that's a big thing.
That is a big thing, and that helps with the just depression. That's what they were talking about.
Right.
When you feel good about yourself and you take care of yourself, you definitely are going to be more positive and more confident and less likely to be depressed when you're staying fit. Like sometimes, that means you're probably going to be outdoors, and it's good to just be doing that, getting the fresh air.
Oh, absolutely.
Taking care of your body, it really can affect your mood and energy when you're putting unhealthy things in it.
Oh, absolutely. Now, what would you like to say to young adults worldwide about the prevention or being aware of bullying, anti-bullying? We need to stop that. We should have stopped that in the 90s.
Yes.
We're now in 2013 and we have people still bullying people in schools, universities, and actually cyber bullying now with the whole Twitter, Facebook, MySpace thing. So, empower the youth about that.
Well, I think it's just important to realize that, your actions, even if it's over a computer screen, and the words, it really hurts. Like, it sucks to hear that. And if you're feeling that, why would you want to? It's a circle. Don't do it, and you won't be affected by it. Hopefully you won't be affected by it, but at least, do your part and don't say those hurtful words.
Exactly. In person or on screen, right?
Yes.
Well, I thank you, Angela Mukul, for your time, for chatting with us this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday morning. And I hope that you have continued success in all that you do. And thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. It's been wonderful.